Saikos, it is 10 to 2 in the morning and we are about to cook because where is? And yeah, I was in bed all yesterday and, well, not in bed all yesterday, but I was asleep all yesterday. Wherever I went I slept, and then this morning I had a horrific migraine, so yeah, this is about the time that I'm actually active and not curled up in pain. Anyway, we are going to start cooking because we have winter meals to do, and yeah, we need to batch cook a bunch of stuff and freeze it. So we are going to be doing a bit of cooking over the next couple of days. Tonight we are doing the chicken soup and you want mushroom soup. I've never tried doing mushroom soup. I have kilos of mushrooms to try and do mushroom soup. So yes, I will see you in a bit. Bye. So we are going to start with celery to make a good soup base. We're going to cut the tops and tails up, and then we're going to cut them up even smaller because we give them to the carrots. The carrots? The rabbits. It's a well-known name for rabbits. You know, carrots. It's my brain doing that weird association thing again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because rabbits eat carrots. My brain is a mysterious place that does whatever it wants. Like, if you ask me what time it was and I look at the 24-hour clock, I will say the second number instead of the actual time. So say it was 7 o'clock, I would say it's 9 o'clock. The joy of having brain problems. Shut up, you. I'll feed you to the carrots.
No. Is that like the reference for carrots?
Yeah. Killer carrots. It's alright, Fanta's not around anymore, you're not going to get eaten alive. I adopted Fanta and she was my rabbit for about 5 years. Not sure how old she was when I got her, because the people like, I think. So, yeah. But John's sister has rabbits. And then, far, far not as evil as Fanta was. Fanta, she was...
Although they were evil, they used to pick on the third rabbit she used to have.
Yes, but Fanta used to electrocute me. I used to say she was a descendant of the Holy Grail rabbit, the Monty Python one. Yeah. Yeah, I used to say she was a descendant of that because she would try and kill you. She would sneak behind you and stand right behind your foot, so when you stepped back you fell over her. She would chew through wires in a way that you didn't see, and when you grabbed them, you got electrocuted. I found that one out the hard way. My arm was numb for hours. So yeah, she was a little grump. But I think she was soft on the inside and she didn't want people to know, and she was like, I'm going to sit on the other end of the sofa, but if you try and pay attention to me, I'm off. She was like a perpetual teenager kind of effect, but with homicidal tendencies. Fanta was a very homicidal rabbit. Because I used to live in my own flat, and it was a ground floor flat, and I used to leave the door open and the hutch open so she could wander about. And she used to come in and sit on the sofa with me when she fancied. 3 times I tried to grow vegetables, and she broke out and ate them. She even ate lupins, and lupins are poisonous to rabbits. And she survived. She's like, what? Picking the teeth with the bones of her enemies.
So yeah, chicken soup.
Yeah. Rabbit soup.
Not as nutritious.
Yeah, did you know rabbit has absolutely no nutritional value? You actually use more energy eating it than you get from eating it. Yeah, just in case you want to go Bear Grylls. Everyone's like, no, my pet rabbit! Freaking out that we're talking about eating rabbits. No, I haven't eaten rabbit.
I have.
Have you? I've eaten many things, but I haven't eaten a rabbit. I have eaten gazelle. Have you had gazelle?
Yeah.
Ostrich.
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
Chew.
Buffalo.
Who hasn't?
I think the weirdest one that I've had is zebra. Zebra. How'd you say it?
Sinewy. It'd be zebra in this country.
Okay.
But, you know, we don't say Z, we say Z.
I get mixed up. When I spend too much time watching American stuff, I get mixed up. Like oregano and oregano. How many is that? Okay. I'm confused now about how many celery I've done. Dunno. Hey, we could make an awesome cooking show. Talking about the death of our enemies and sauteing celery.
When a light jus made from the death of your enemies.
Yeah. Celery is like the loudest vegetable ever.
I am the loudest vegetable ever.
Yeah, but I just said to John, how many vegetables make this noise? Such a good noise. Breaking the bones of your enemies. People wonder why I'm not allowed a crossbow.
I told you, if you really want one, you can have one, but got nowhere to use it.
Yeah, I do.
Not repairing the walls.
Who said anything about the walls? The fucking neighbours.
And that's why you don't need a crossbow.
It's a very well known fact that if you wake me up without being nice and gentle about it, you will get hurt. And the neighbours fall into that category. Both sides. We have people drilling on one side. At one point we had people who like to burn things in the middle of the night. And yeah, that wasn't suspicious at all. And on the other side we have teenagers. Lots of them.
They weren't allowed in their own homes.
Yeah, who their own homes don't want them. Where we asked if they could move in next door to us, where was buggery? Are the police called on a regular basis? Of course they are. Do they stand in the street having a tit fit? Yes. Does your sister scream at them?
Quite often.
Well, they do dump bottles of piss and cigarette butts in the rabbit's pen. Dump a bottle of piss on them. Laced with some caustic soda. I'm not violent. I'm light and fluffy. Oh yeah. Super cuddly. You should see me cutting carrots. One of my friends used to love me to watch me cutting carrots because I used to kind of hack away at them, so they used to spin off the chopping board into oblivion. Said I was a good cook. I didn't say I was a professional. Oh no.
So sweet.
That bit wasn't for that part. That bit was for the other part. Yeah, I'm not allowed a crossbow. But I am allowed other weapons.
Define allowed.
A big ass sword. That you only let me buy because I can barely lift.
Yeah.
Hey, if someone breaks in here, they are going to get a surprise.
Yeah, someone's standing there with a giant sword they can barely lift.
A 4-foot sword. It is a replica sword of one of the swords that Ichigo has on an anime called Bleach. I don't actually remember seeing that one.
That's because you haven't.
It's in the manga, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want a replica of his most iconic sword. The big one with no hilt on it. The one that's taller than him. Still can't believe they're making a Bleach live action and they haven't even bothered to get someone who looks like him, and haven't even bothered to make a sword that looks like his sword. Like, the most iconic imagery from Bleach, and they've cocked it up. And it's not even America doing it. Because we all know America cocks up imagery. Look at the last RoboCop film. I never went to see it, but he saw the pictures of it, and he had a metal butt crack. It's true. What else did they cock up? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I won't even see the adverts for that one. Transformers. Another reason why I'm not allowed a crossbow. Because if I actually see who Michael Bay is one day, because I have no idea what he looks like, I will murder him. Because he has messed up my favourite franchise of my childhood. Come on, do you know what he looks like?
Yep.
Is he a gimp?
No, it's Michael Bay.
Is he a gimp? Like, literal, in gimp clothes, gimp.
No, I can't say I've ever seen him pictured in good clothes.
But could you see him in gimp clothes?
I'd rather not.
Come on, we've all seen that scene in Pulp Fiction. And that burger was not tasty. We make better burgers, don't we?
We do make the burgers.
It's all in the seasoning and
I've never had a big kahuna burger though, so I don't know.
it's all in the seasoning and what you do to make it moist.
Although being a big kahuna burger is probably Hawaiian, so they probably put pineapple and stuff on it, so
Yeah.
they'd just be ruining it then.
I was discussing with a friend from Georgia how my cooking is pretty southern in comparison to British cooking, because it's always got massive amounts of flavour and it's always either boiled or fried, sometimes baked, and a lot of it includes butter and cream and all the things that are good for you. And most of it comes with a health warning, and it can feed the 5,000. Like, my carrot and turnip mash. Or swede, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that comes with a health warning. My granddad's not allowed to eat it, on account of it having a whole stick of butter in it. This is why I don't cook often. This is why I'm the winter chef. So everyone can get a good layer on their arteries before the cold sets in. You've actually lost weight on my cooking, haven't you?
My weight goes up and down anyway. Doesn't really matter who's cooking.
My weight used to be, you couldn't change it. Love my money. And then my thyroid went to pot. Oh no, I can't stop putting on weight. Even if I don't eat, even if I eat healthy, even if I fucking eat celery. Peanut butter's protein, it's healthy. It makes the celery palatable.
Well, I got your celery and the peanut butter and you didn't eat it.
Yeah, because I don't come downstairs. Because we live on the top floor of the house. The kitchen where we are now is on the bottom floor of the house. And we have to share it at the minute until we get our own kitchen. And I rarely venture down the stairs because 2 flights of stairs is not good on me. I often fall. I can lose my balance just doing nothing.
You're saying that to the person who has fallen down these stairs many times.
I'm saying that about the person who can stand up and fall over, who can stand still and fall over, who can walk down the street and have to walk into someone to not fall over. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes walking down the street with me because it's always a wobbly affair. Got the balance of a baby deer.
Oh, nice.
With 3 broken legs. In a tornado.
Make my way downtown.
This is my jam! Terry Crews for the win.
That and you know the tune that's always stuck in my head, that circus one.
See, you always have circus theme. I always have, if I hum a song, it'll be on Moonlight Bay. And if I sing a song, it'll be Green Sleeves. I don't know why. Random combination of songs. Don't know the words to either of them. But that's my go-to hum and sing songs. Gonna have to move you. Name my pot. The pot is 22.7 litres. Pot. And that's the chicken bones to make the chicken soup. And there's the chicken to make the chicken soup. And I've just chopped up the celery. Gonna chop up some carrots and onions as well. And I've got celery in the mushroom soup. Gonna do onion. Not sure I'm gonna do carrot though. So update is the onion tried to cut me. I've put diced carrots in with the celery instead of kicking. John tried to put on Bee Gees.
I have not. I think I'm very good.
Same thing.
What?
Who sung in the Bee Gees?
Very good.
I rest my point.
Mostly. Not entirely.
And my lips fucked up. Oh my god! What the hell? I don't even know. Anyway, yeah. Trying to cut onions and it's trying to cut me back. Oh yeah, and the chicken is on. The gross remains of chicken is on to boil. So if you're vegan, vegetarian, I just don't like eating carcasses. Ah well.
Carcass.
Carcass.
Isn't that a metal band?
The one with the K or the C?
The BC if it's spelled properly.
Yes, but you didn't get that quote.
Or maybe I ignored.
It was a friend's quote when they're talking about getting the band to play, and Phoebe goes, "Oh, with a K or a C, I don't mind, they're both right." Kind of sounds like it should be on Sam and the Sorcerer game or something. Were you quizzing?
That's not PG.
Sounds like it. No. Continue what you were doing.
I'm upside down apparently.
Come on.
It's not easy to keep doing that while people are doing this.
Because John just wants to have fun now.
So it's even people in work know this is my job.
No, it isn't. Don't stop believing it's your job. This is an amazing angle to have my face. Dancing again. He's wiggling his butt.
I will always wiggle my butt.
This one reminds me of Worms. I think it was Worms 3D.
No.
Had it as the title music.
I have vague memories of my grandma singing this when I used to go around first.
Wake me up if I go. Why?
Oh no, this is the first thing that always comes into my head when I hear it.
I used to have a keyboard.
Imagine that as she is now, just not quite so small. Still pretty small, but...
John's insulting his grandma.
I'm not.
Calling it small.
She's a tiny lady.
She is. She's smaller than me.
And she's got the smaller ears. But she's never been...
This is what happens when you stick your head in the pot with onion. Cut them. Nothing happened. Stuck my head in to try and save the onion that I'd just thrown in the wrong pot. And it really upset me. So we have the onion and carrot and celery simmering on the stove to soften up for the base of the soup. And we have chicken bones boiling all the good flavour off. And then I just whipped out all loads of herbs and spices to put in. So I am going to get on with putting them into the stock pan. Yeah. I shall leave you over here so you can see what's going on with the stock pan. Two of these, which are that. Bit of ginger. One's the soup. Yeah, you've got one. Coriander leaf, not sure if I put this in last time, but coriander leaf is amazing. Some rosemary, sage, thyme, garlic, some black pepper, bay leaves bay leaves make everything better. Bay leaves are amazing. Chicken oxo, veggie oxos. Enough sage, enough rosemary, needs a bit more time. Take my time.
Never enough time.
Yes, I did just tell what the stock needed from sniffing it. I am the master of herbs and cheese. The master of herbs and the queen of cheese. Yeah?
Says the lactose intolerant.
Also needs my garlic. Always needs my garlic.
Hey, hopefully you need anything else.
I need some chopping. John! It's my job. Let me put the chicken into the pot. That was just me. What?
Lost it in the corner.
I thought it was one of them dandelion things. You have to agree that was me. So, anyway, we've had spiders dropping down at me. Yeah, this is chicken we roast yesterday and John strip. Yeah, the big pot, I can't put the other pot on because the big pot's so big. So I need to move it and do my mushrooms. Mushrooms, 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 mushrooms. Go big, go home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different types of mushroom in it. Because the mushroom at least got 2 of the types that I've already got. Actually, did they count as button mushrooms?
No, they're close to mushrooms. Put another smaller version of them. Technically the same mushroom, just not allowed to mature.
Look, Carrie, your worst nightmare. Mushrooms, the high of vitamin D. You should eat my mushrooms. You don't leave the house, I'm chasing you with a mushroom. Says the girl who hasn't left the house in 2 weeks. So I am peeling the mushrooms, an action that John thinks is very strange. So apparently you don't peel mushrooms. What?
Why would you peel a mushroom?
You just do. You just do. I got brought up on peeling mushrooms.
By the way, Andy got one habit on.
No. Why would you mention him? He's just mean. That's a spider, not that. So, where do you guys stand? Do you peel mushrooms or don't you peel mushrooms? I think it depends on 1, the mushroom, and 2, the use of the mushroom. Because if you're doing it, if you've got like, usually if you've got chestnut mushrooms, you would peel them. If you're doing them in stir fry or something. But if you're doing them in soup, I think the skin would go a bit slimy. So, peeling them. If you're doing them in like breadcrumby mushrooms, then you peel them because it'll go slimy. And why would they be so damn peelable? Why would they be so appealing?
People are quite easy to peel, you don't peel them.
People aren't easy to peel. They're quite hard to peel. Even with that trick with the golf ball. This is where tens of people on YouTube are like, you just realise how thick and twisted I am. Because they're like questioning what the trick with the golf ball is. And then there's that 5% of American hunters that are just like, it's true. Okay, there's a trick with how to skin a deer using a tow winch or a tow bar or, you know, that kind of thing, and a golf ball, because now if you're delicate of nature and you don't want to hear how Bambi was skinned, look away now for a few minutes. But you cut around its neck, you put the golf ball under the skin, you tie the winch wire around the golf ball in the skin, and then you back away with it to stay tied to a tree, and then it just strips the skin off. But sometimes it doesn't work, and poor Bambi ends up a bit headless. But to be fair, I'm cooking chicken. If you can't stand to hear that, then you shouldn't eat meat. That's one thing I always stand on, which is if you are not prepared to kill and prepare your own meat, you shouldn't eat meat. Because if you're like all queasy about how they do it, then you don't agree with how they do it. But if you have no qualms about going out there and, you know, gutting a pig or wringing a chicken's neck, then you get to eat. Come on, back in like Neolithic and what days, we didn't fucking stand there and go, oh I can't, it's gross. They weren't at dinner, fucking stick up its ass and roast it. What do you think?
Well, you're going a little to the extreme, but I get your point.
I'm not saying go out and kill something. I'm saying if you're not prepared to. Because there used to be a TV show called Kill It, Cook It, Eat It. Did you ever watch it?
No.
And it was basically, this TV show was like, here's Larry the Lamb on the farm. Look, he's all fancy and just ripe enough. So we're going to slit his throat, hang him upside down, drag him through, skin him, and then we're going to leave him to the butcher to chop him up. Then we're going to get a chef in to just prepare it right there in front of the audience, and then you're going to eat it. And the amount of people who... See, I identify myself as an omnivore. Not a carnivore, like people are stupid enough to think if you eat meat, you're a carnivore. It's like, no, because I don't just eat meat. But yeah, I'm an omnivore. I multitude of things. But if people who technically think they're carnivores against like vegans and vegetarians and vegans would go on the show as well, and they'd be like, actually, now I've seen it all done and tasted it, it's alright. And all of the bloody meat eaters are sitting there going, ah god, no, I have to leave, I'm going to faint. And it's like somebody chasing with an intestine. You know, I got brought up on my mum's point of view with meat, which is basically eat everything on the animal.
Even though you weren't stuff on the animal.
Yeah, I am not keen. Didn't like heart, not keen on kidneys, like liver, but I don't eat a lot of meat. I eat very little meat compared to the normal person. My mum was brought up on stuff like sheep's head stew, which used to tell a tale about me great-granddad walking in one day early and checking the pot and seeing a sheep staring back at him. As someone who eats meat, I eat a very small amount of meat, whereas John will eat horrific amounts of meat and can live off a meal of just meat. I can't. It's just...
I might eat a lot of meat, but I could put anywhere meat. I will butcher all that shit.
Yeah. It's more of a flavour than anything, isn't it, with me? I've got the dreaded mushroom finger.
That mushroom finger.
Oh, that's an each straining off, that's for sure.
Yeah,
oh no, wait. We're making soup, aren't we? Oh, what's an each straining off soup? Don't want it to be soupy.
So much water in that.
Jan has just put the carrots and the potatoes into the chicken soup. I am slicing the stalks of the mushrooms into little, I would say julienne? Yeah, little juliennes, because the stalks are tougher, but they've got flavour in them, so you don't want to chuck them. We have some awful 80s music going on. To update, this is the chicken soup so far. This is with the frozen mushroom mix in and these stems all chopped up. And there's a chicken stew, stock boiling, and there's a chicken soup. And John's just coming in to put the stock in the soup. And I've got to cut up the mountains of mushrooms. So yeah, got to crack on with that. Hi, Dad. Hello. Hello, Stu. How's it looking? I think we're gonna need more cream. Minor hiccup with the chicken soup. Because I was doing about 3 times as much, it didn't taste as good. So then I had to belt it with lots and lots and lots of flavour. And lots. I forgot to put the smoked paprika in. I have now put in lots more garlic, lots more salt, pepper, chicken stock, yada yada yada. And I have put in the cream and I have put in the rice flour to thicken it up and stop the chicken soup and cream separating. Because the cream does not like oil. But I think it's almost done. Ta-da! Can you see it? I don't know, I can't see the camera. Do with the rice flour being cooked a little bit. But other than that, bingo. And the mushroom soup is going to stay like this for now. That's all the mushrooms. And a little bit of rosemary for some reason. Get out. Right, so that's all the mushrooms. I put a bit of garlic and onion powder in. Not much else, because then I am going to sort that out tomorrow. Going to blitz up the mushrooms a bit and put in some cream, but we had to put the cream for that into the chicken. Yeah, so I'm just tidying up the mess I've made, waiting for the soup to cook a little bit more, and then turning it off and going to bed. And then when it's cool tomorrow, we are bagging it up because it'll take a while to cool because it is huge. So this pan is this pan is 22 litres. So I say this is at least 15 litres of soup. You can't do things by halves. Tastes good. Sorry, I had some on my finger. It tastes so good. Cream. I really shouldn't eat that. Anyway, turning up the rubbish, and tomorrow we will be finishing off the mushroom soup. Oh, and doing pumpkin soup. Join us for John carving a pumpkin before we put it in a soup. And don't know what else. I have to think about that tomorrow. Need to buy more stuff though. I have used so much of my herbs. It needed a lot more herbs. Anyway, going to clear up and drag John to bed because he's asleep on the sofa down here. And I will leave it here. And I will see you in the next video. And I will say bye.